what's up, everybody? Jake here.
What's up, guys? It's RoboSkills.
And the Pokemon TCG Pocket just came out. We've been playing it, and we wanted to give our first impression on at least what we thought about it. This isn't really going to be like
first impressions. That's the word I was thinking of.
Yeah, not a true review, but just we played it, we dabbled with it, and we just wanted to get our thoughts out.
Yeah.
So I've been playing it for about a month. You downloaded it on actual release day. Right. What do you think about it?
Well, we just downloaded it, so we've been playing it for the last hour and a half.
Yeah.
As soon as you download the game, it kind of lets you open some free booster packs, kind of shows you the collection board, and as you open up new cards, kind of adds it to the collection. Got an art rare from the Wonder Pick, so that was interesting.
Nice.
I think it definitely has the appeal of a mobile game of, accomplishing, like going on quests, these daily missions.
Yeah. There's dailies.
Yeah, there's dailies. Yep. Finish your daily tasks and get these rewards. So you're getting these little micro rewards. It's definitely pushing you towards microtransactions so that you can open up more digital packs and get more cool digital cards.
Yeah. Okay. As someone that's been playing it for a month, I will say you do not actually need to spend money to get every single card. Yes. If you're willing to be patient, you can actually not spend any money and get all of the cards that you need to play the game. It's going to take you a month or two, but it's absolutely possible to play free, which is actually kind of important. I think that's nice that it's technically free to play if you want it to be, but if you want to be a whale and spend $100, you can do that and get most of the cards on day one.
Yeah, and I think that just allows you to get stuff faster.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's pay to win. There's a lot of mobile games. The more money you put in, then if it's like me versus Jake, I just have an advantage over Jake because I spent more money in the game. You can only really spend money in this game to just get more packs, which just means you're building your collection faster. The battle, now we're gonna jump into what this game is also for, beyond just collecting, is it's trying to teach you how to play the Pokemon card game. But it's
a light version of it.
A light version.
A light version.
A quicker, kind of dumbed down, you're just first to 3, so think of it as like 3 prize cards, but it's just points. You want 3 points. And you're just trying to knock out 3 Pokemon of your opponents before they knock out 3 of your Pokemon. But it's 20 card decks.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that because with it just being so small, there doesn't really seem to be any ceiling that I can see for strategy in this game other than basic math and knowing that if your Pokemon is about to get KO'd, knowing that you should retreat it and put out another Pokemon, and it just seems like whoever can do that more and put out more higher damage attacks on their opponent's Pokemon first will just win the game.
Yeah. As someone's been playing for a month, I will tell you all the best decks have been discovered. And there are cheesy stuff inside the game that you will lose just turn 1. If it happens to you turn 1, if you don't have a good hand, you can tell, I'm going to lose.
You'll just lose.
And it just doesn't feel good.
Right.
Yeah.
You never want a card game where those kinds of impossible to win scenarios are always always the case, right?
I will say as a base set, because this is a base set for the Pokemon TCG Pocket, it's okay.
Yeah.
My one worry is that the game is basic and people are going to log in. You're going to open up your 2 free packs a day.
Yep.
And there's really not that much keeping you to do content long term on it.
Right. I completely agree. You're logging in, you're wanting to open up your packs, you want to pull something cool. If you don't, what else are you going to do in the app? You might do a battle against a random person.
Yeah.
Once you win, I could see it where you play the same deck, you are going to be doing the same moves, attaching the energy to the same Pokemon. Once you win 20 games, 50 games, 100 games, are you really going to feel it's fun to keep making the same sequence over and over? Ironically enough, that's one of the big gripes of the actual Pokemon card game, which is very linear in the play, but there's so much more you could do. I almost wish they had just made a better mobile version of the actual Pokemon card game.
I was worried about this because I've actually seen a lot of demos of the game because it was at Worlds. At Worlds, they only show really the pack demo. They didn't show any of the gameplay.
Yeah, I saw some.
And I was worried about that because I was worried, okay, well, is this going to be pack focused? And it's very pack focused. Right now, I
Yeah.
will say it's 80% pack opening, 20% gameplay.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And to kind of further along the analogy you made earlier of like, oh, you really just can go into this game, do your 2 daily packs, maybe finish your daily tasks, which one will probably be like opening your daily packs. It kind of reminds me of how Pokemon Unite, everyone was so excited to play that because it was like Dota, it was like League of
Yeah.
Legends. So it was a MOBA game that Pokemon created. But instead of having 3 attacks and an ultimate, it was just like 2.
They also
and
they made it a simpler MOBA.
right. And I remember having fun with that game until after I played 50 games, 100 games. Every game felt the same. It's like the optimal move is to go to the top lane, kill these 2 people in the jungle, get this experience, use this move here, dunk and score these points. And if there's not a lot of variety, if it's not a bigger map, if there's not a lot of items, if there's not a lot of move sets, it just squanders. It really like compacts what more you can do with the game. And so after a couple months, and they released new Pokemon, but they started to get slow with new champions. You kind of just go, I think I've done all I can do with Pokemon Unite, and then I think a lot of people just stop playing it. To be honest.
I've been playing for a month, and I'm at that point where I've beaten all the AI battles.
Right.
I've gotten all the missions. There's no really new missions. I can play against real players, but that's not that interesting either. And I go and log in to get my couple free packs, filling out my digital collection. And I'm still missing some cards, but I have most of the cards, and there's not much else keeping me in the game.
Right.
Which is a little bit unfortunate because I think this game hits on a lot of right things.
Yes.
It's just not quite there yet.
Yeah. And you could have said the same thing about Unite. If Pokemon made a MOBA like League of Legends where you're playing it on the computer and not the Switch and really put detail and effort into making it like an A tier, an S tier game, a lot of people would be introduced to Pokemon. Like I'd rather play that than Heroes of the Storm, which went defunct, from Blizzard. And this game, I don't know if people that will play Pokemon like the TCG Live app will go to this game and then stop playing live.
It's not
added, right. So
it's not a substitute for Pokemon TCG
right.
Live.
So it's really just going to be the people that are like, I don't know if I really want to invest in learning how to play Pokemon. And maybe it's collectors and they're like, all right, I'll try this mobile game out. They'll play it quickly. They'll open some digital packs. And I guess maybe Pokemon's viewpoint of this game is just, hopefully that intrigues enough new players or people that are like, oh, I enjoy this kind of gameplay. Let me play the more advanced version, which would be the Pokemon TCG.
It's like an introduction to Pokemon trading cards. I don't know who the target audience is. I can see it, but I can see hardcore players downloading it. Hardcore collectors like you and I would download it. Would a casual player or a casual person who doesn't know that much about Pokemon download this game? That's the thing, right? And it is meant for them because you and I will play it and we will open up packs and it's decent. You guys should absolutely download this game and play it.
And try it.
It's very easy. You start opening up packs within minutes of downloading the game. Really.
Low barrier of entry. You definitely feel some enjoyment and excitement opening up the packs. And, like you're saying, maybe we're just not the target audience. I kind of imagine, like, if I had some young kids and before they understand really advanced math or, like, advanced strategy.
This game is great for an 8-year-old. Honestly, it's great.
For kids just needing to know, like, if my Rapidash has 80 HP and their Rhyhorn has 60 HP and I can do 20 damage a turn and their Rhyhorn can do 30 damage per turn, which Pokemon's going to KO the other Pokemon first? Like, it teaches that kind of basic math. And
if I'm a parent and I can turn off the in-app purchases and I can give this game to my kid, I think it's a great game for an 8. It's a great game to play for an 8-year-old kid. Have them be excited about their little digital collection and enjoy the game. I think it's great. For building that.
Right. And they can't like mess up their digital collection like they could playing with real cards. And maybe that's what it's for. I think for adult collectors, you could definitely, find some enjoyment in trying to fill out the digital Pokedex. But then once you play, I think 10, 20, 50, certainly over 100 battle games, I could see where it could start to just feel repetitive.
Right now, first impression, I would say the game gives me a solid 3 hours of entertainment. And after that, you're pretty much done with the game. You're probably opening up your packs for the days, and that's about really all you have to do.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where they'll take it.
Yes, what they add to it.
If the next expansion comes out in a month and it adds double the amount of cards, it could start adding a lot more complexity and cool stuff into the game. I'm just worried that if the next expansion is 3 months from now, and the one after that is 3 months from now, the game's probably dead.
If the next expansion is like 6 months, like half a year, people will have forgot this. This game will just.
I know
they've lost their shot.
I know for sure they've already planned the next 3 or 4 expansions already. I just don't know when they're coming out, how long it'll take. But yeah, you will probably finish your collection without even having to spend money in 1 to 2 months.
Yeah.
And at that point, if there's nothing new, you're not playing the game anymore.
Yep.
And it's going to be hard to get you back.
Right, and which is fun because, again, this artwork isn't like the same cards that we open up in real life, so there is unique artwork, to the digital game. And I think, well, it's kind of a pro and a con in that, so it's novel, but then I think so many people, and we know people that have talked about this, are mad that, like, there's some great digital artwork, and yet we can't even get the physical version of those cards. There doesn't seem to be trading yet. You can invite friends using a friend code, but you can't trade cards. So, they definitely have a lot to expand upon. They need to add to it. I think overall, with this launch, it's fun. It's definitely not like a bust. I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
That's very fair. I would almost do 7 out of 10. It's an okay game. It needs a lot more into it.
Yeah.
But hopefully that content comes a lot sooner. So that's been our first impression of the game. If you guys want to download it, check it out. It's out right now on the App Store. Check it out, see for yourself, and let us know what your thoughts are.
Yes, you can download it on iOS or Android, and let us know in the comments below what you think about the game, pros and cons, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.